Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Micron. It is time for another update, and in the previous video I have shared with you a couple of ideas for how this stock could still be extending to higher prices, and it seems none of them have been invalidated. But never mind that, because today I have a new trade setup that I can share with you, and for the most part it is regardless of which scenario is actually in place, of which one of these two interpretations that would allow direct extensions higher is actually leading. And before we actually take a look at the levels, let me provide some context for this chart. In this move up, I am tracking a wave 5. Whether it is the wave 5 in yellow, where a more substantial top would be in this as a wave 3, or whether this would be an extension of this wave 3 in yellow, where the wave 5 hasn't actually formed the top, I would still be looking for a wave 5 to be taking place here. Now, the difference is that in the white interpretation, I would much rather expect a smaller move up. In the white interpretation, I would find it more likely to build a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. While in the yellow interpretation, I actually believe we could be looking at something significantly larger. I believe this structure could be just beginning. This could have been instead a double 1, 2, 1, 2 setup, where the wave 3 would be coming up next, easily leading even beyond $1,400. Even once that is done, we could actually be looking for a 4-5 and then another 4-5 pattern to complete the entire move up, the entire wave 5 in yellow. But this is an unknown part at this point. This is a variable. We cannot know because it has not been decided which of these interpretations will follow through. For all we know, it is actually still possible that we would still be building this yellow wave 4, where it's actually forming an ABC pattern, where right now we could have a top within this orange wave B. So a reset is perfectly possible. But the beautiful part about this setup is that the levels of invalidation are decently clear, where I know that since this channel has been holding all along, ever since I have provided it to you when we bottomed within this wave 4, I would primarily expect it to still be holding. I would really not like to see a sustained break below this channel, holding this trend being quite important. And there are cases where we may get a throw under, where it could be broken a bit briefly, but it recovers quickly, and it manages to actually form a pretty substantial move up afterwards. So looking for a position in this setup might require some more thinking. I will of course also provide to you the main levels of support I would consider for such a pattern, which are in fact for the white interpretation, where currently I consider that I would have the wave 1, 2, and 3 in place, and I would like to see the large wave 4 to be currently forming. One thing to notice, especially since we already see a bounce from this support zone, it is actually possible for this wave 3 to form an extension, for it to actually form one additional high in an internal wave 5 before starting the larger wave 4 correction. I am not ruling that out, but I would impose that for this white wave 4 to be in formation, to know quite confidently that within the white scenario I can expect a more substantial top after one additional high, I would like to see a larger correction. This wave 2 has been significantly larger than what I have in place for this as a wave 4, so I would expect something similar, potentially larger in terms of proportions. So possibly something like an ABC structure that could easily lead towards the end of this week to even form a bottom within this white wave 4. It doesn't need to, but I would still expect a bit more. Now, the unfortunate part, as I was saying, this is not the easiest setup. It would require you to either be a bit more experienced or have a larger perspective view on this. Because if you're willing to allow the possibility of a wave 2 correction, you would implicitly allow a deeper area of support for such a wave 2. You would be looking for support instead to extend down to $930 as opposed to what we would have in the white interpretation down to $990. In this scenario, you would actually have to be prepared for a drop as low as $930, and you would actually have to see a sustained break below that level, below the 78.6% retracement in yellow, for the stronger indication that the orange interpretation has taken charge, that we are looking at the larger yellow wave 4 reset. So if you're looking from a large enough perspective, I believe anyone could actually use this trade setup, but it would require sizing down your position. It might favor those who have some more experience, because it is possible to use a smaller time frame to get some small confirmation, but it might backfire, and that is why you also need the experience when looking from a smaller time frame perspective. But regardless, I believe there is a trade setup here for anyone, and my preferred scenario is actually the white interpretation, where we would be looking for 1 or 2 additional highs before having a more substantial top within this white wave 5, and only then actually completing the yellow wave 3. And for now we will stop here. If you want even more guidance than this from me, you can check out the Patreon, but otherwise these are the levels, this is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and if you enjoyed the content and want to support it directly, check out the channel membership, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.